Grayson Harper.
And I'm Graham Harper.
And today we're going to be talking to you about how to find your voice for musical theater. We have a few easy steps for you and a couple tips and tricks on how to take care of your voice and make sure you are singing properly, but also making sure that you don't strain your voice. So let's get started. Picking a song for an audition. The first thing you need to ask yourself is, am I auditioning for a specific character? Now, if the answer is no, then all you have to do is pick a song that is within your range, that could also highlight certain runs that you're able to do, how high you can go. Some people can go really high, some people can go very low. So picking a song that really highlights your voice, but is also within your range, that you're not straining your voice and not doing things that are just you're not able to do yet.
If the answer is yes, I am auditioning for a specific role, pick a song that fits the character that you're auditioning for and fits the style of the musical you're auditioning for. For instance, if you're auditioning for Pharaoh in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, who's basically like Elvis, choose a song, maybe one of Elvis's songs, or one of Conrad Birdie's songs in Bye Bye Birdie, because it fits the style that he sings.
If you're auditioning for Annie, the specific part of Annie, then you could choose maybe the song Little Red Riding Hood sings in Into the Woods.
Now, here's something a little different if you're a tenor auditioning for a more emotional part who's also a tenor in a musical. Some good songs would be Out There from Hunchback of Notre Dame, Maria from West Side Story, Go the Distance from Hercules, or If I Can't Love Her from Beauty and the Beast.
If you're a soprano, then you could choose some songs from Phantom of the Opera. A lot of the songs sung by the female lead in that musical are very high notes and very good for sopranos. Or you could sing I Can't Say No from Oklahoma.
So the first step is posture. Now, you may not think the way you sit or stand has anything to do with your voice, but it does, and it's a big part. So when you sing, you want your back to be straight, like good posture when sitting at the dinner table or a nice tea. And this is so that the air can flow through your lungs better and you can take deeper and stronger breaths.
Now, our second point is breath control. Making sure that you're taking enough breaths in between each line of a song that you're singing, or even if you want to take this when you're speaking, doing public speaking, making sure that you have enough breath that you're not just running out at the end of your sentence. Now, when you're taking breaths, a lot of people think you're breathing up here from the chest, but your shoulders should not move. They should not go up and down. What should move is your stomach. If you look, you can't see right now, but if you practice right now, you can feel your stomach and your ribs and diaphragm expand with air. And there's a lot of science to it and a lot of muscles. I won't get into it. But what I've always seen the illustration done is your rib cage opens and closes when you breathe. And that's what you want. That's a good, healthy way to breathe in air. And I know it's very simple, but that's a big part of singing and making sure that you have enough breath when you're up there performing.
This next one is voice projection. Now, a lot of people who are shy will definitely need to hear this, because a lot of people who are shy, they speak quietly and they don't want to sing too loud because they're afraid. But you need to sing loud so that people can hear you. Now, a lot of people just think that when they're on stage, they'll have a mic and that'll make them louder, but that still can't help your voice. You need to be able to project, because if your mic cuts out, then no one will be able to hear you. But if you're speaking loud and you're singing loud, everyone will be able to hear you. You're gonna wanna visualize like the back of the room, like pick a point like probably directly in front of you, and imagine yourself hitting that. Imagine your voice is like a laser hitting that, and try to hit the back of the room. Now, don't strain your voice, but this is a good practice to help you learn voice projection.
Another part of voice projection is enunciating. Now, it's good to be loud and make sure you are heard, but if you're slurring all your words together, then no one can understand what you're saying, and it just loses its meaning and its emphasis, and it just is all jumbled together. You don't want that. You want to speak clearly and you want to enunciate each syllable. Each syllable. Now, it feels weird when you're saying it, but it translates well from the stage to the audience. It especially is good when you're doing an accent. If you're doing a British accent, a Scottish accent, an Australian accent, you want people to be able to understand you. You want it to give the character and give the feeling and the emotion, but you still want to be able to make sure people know what you're saying.
The last step is practice. Practice makes perfect. It's very important to practice your lyrics, to practice your songs, so that your voice can grow, and practice songs that maybe are still in your range but still stretch your voice.
Now, what I've been told is don't practice until you've got it right. Practice until you can't get it wrong.
Don't drink dairy or coffee before singing because it coats your throat in that. And the same with like more sugary drinks like soda, and they coat your throat in sugar, and it's not good for your voice when you're actually singing. It definitely makes it harder to hit your higher notes.
Also, don't sing with your chin pointing up. A lot of people think I'm trying to hit the high note, so I'm going like this, but you don't want to do that. You want to keep your chin level to the ground. With it goes along with the posture thing. But another reason why we don't do this is because it can strain your vocal cords and it can strain your voice, and you don't want that.
Last thing is don't strain your voice. If you're feeling a little under the weather or you just simply can't hit a high note, don't push too hard because it can ruin your vocal cords. If you're feeling under the weather and you can't, and it hurts to sing, just take a few days and go on a vocal rest, because you need rest. Your voice needs rest.
We hope these tips and tricks were helpful for you.
And we hope you learned a few new things about your voice that you didn't know before.
Please continue to grow in your voice, and don't be afraid to push yourself to do better things and greater things. And we hope you smash those auditions and continue to excel.